Yeah, definitely not as much actually accomplished in the previous clip, but at least it felt like we were trying to get to new areas, even if we spent way too much time on a bloody dead end. Yeah, definitely a lot easier to get up this shaft now that we have the gravity suit. I seem to recall at one point thinking that the gravity suit was somewhere in this area of the map. Though maybe if I was just remembering a different game, when I thought the thing meant to let us go through the water more easily was in a watery section of the game. Okay, not sure what's supposed to be in that chamber. Doesn't seem to be any explicit upgrades in there, so I'll save it for later. At the very least, it'd probably be a good idea to heal while we're still in an area with weaker recurring enemies. Who knows when we'll run into the next bit of trouble. Okay, so the only way to get to that is a precision speed boost jump. I'm sorry, but that feels like far more trouble than that missile upgrade is worth, though I suppose we've grabbed a number of lesser upgrades in this game that felt like more trouble than they were actually worth. Mostly because I thought the upgrade at the end of the obstacle course would be something more major, but hey, we can't tell until we actually see the upgrade. Definitely getting the sense we're gonna need to swing to move on in here, even if we can't actually see the hazard at the bottom. Okay, so the crab came out of the wall, which means there's a hidden path somewhere up there. Considering how well hidden some of the paths we've seen across the game have been, that seems pretty obvious. Okay, got no clue what those floating things are, but they apparently come in two different sizes. Well, certainly not a surprise that I messed up that bit of swinging, especially considering how jumping has generally gone for us here. And now I'm curious what those strange-looking fish are supposed to be. Since they aren't moving in any aggressive way, and just about everything else in the game has been trying to chase after us. Not even sure what I was trying to do when swinging that time. Ah, well, at least it's easy enough to try that again. And easy enough to fail again. Great. I'm starting to wonder what it is that makes me decide something is frustrating enough that I'm gonna fast forward, because this doesn't quite feel frustrating enough for that, even though we've been stuck in here for several minutes at this point. And it's not like I can figure out how long we're gonna stay in this specific room unless I just fast forward through the frickin' footage and see. Well, at least this time I had the sense to go further up while we still had the option. There's no way it's a dead end this far up. Ah, time to see what the hidden tunnel has for us. Well, at the very least, that would be a nice spot to replenish all our health. But I'm more inclined to see what's on the other end of the pathway. Okay, got no clue why the map is claiming we've been here before. Either way, I have the distinct feeling we should just turn back for now. I'd rather not get cut off from the area we were exploring, just because I've ventured too far into territory we've already checked rather thoroughly. Well, at least we have all our energy tanks now, even if the last one hasn't been filled just yet. We've certainly been getting torn to shreds repeatedly, that's for sure. Can we actually make progress trying to get to the other side here? Okay, fell at the end, but at least we felt pretty close to the end of that proverbial road. So close yet so far. That practically feels like it should be a tagline for my Metroid LPs. Guess that's enough trying to get that way for now. Let's see what's below us. Okay, so we've got a new form of pirate for some reason. And nothing we shot at him did a damn thing. Damn. For some reason I was hoping once we turned off the ice beam we'd actually start hurting the bastard. Not even sure why. Literally nothing we've caught is doing a damn thing to the bastard, and I can't think of anything we might get in the future that would make a difference. But I suppose there's another slot for a beam. We might get something under miscellaneous that could do some damage. And maybe, just maybe, we're supposed to screw attack into them, but I don't know. Well, at least he can't seem to do any damage to us when we're in ball form. I suppose that's a small mercy. God, that was definitely not worth anywhere near that much health. Should I be concerned that we've seen 2 pink pirates in here? Part of me wants to assume that means there might be something important in here, but it wouldn't be the first time I was wrong in this LP. Apparently, I should be more concerned about managing to get out of here alive. Dear God, has anyone been keeping count of just how many times my lack of precision jumping skills has got me in trouble in this game alone? Hell, I'm starting to get the feeling that we had more jumping issues in this game than any of the previous 3 we went through. And it's not like there's any way I can tell with any real detail just how different the jumping is in this game compared to Zero Mission at the very least. Especially since it's been a while since I finished working on the LP of Zero Mission. Right, this gives swinging all the way to the other side another shot. I'm certainly not inclined to go back down after the mess I just got away from. Granted, we wouldn't have taken so much damage if I had the sense to run away sooner, but I seem to be particularly stubborn in this clip. Possibly a side effect of us going so long without much progress outside of grabbing the occasional small upgrade. Okay, how the hell did I miss that easy one? There were so many grapple points it shouldn't have been possible to miss. Definitely not the kind of making the impossible possible thing I want to pull off here. Again, so painfully close, but not quite there. If we had a ledge grab, then it probably wouldn't have been an issue. But then if the ledge grab were a thing in this game, then I assume we would have found it long before this many hours in. Ah, well, at least when I checked how much raw footage is left in this playthrough, it looks like we're pretty well past the halfway point, and have been for a number of clips now. I just wish that did something for my morale. Hell, I've been talking about morale so much in this game, I may as well do an LP of Samurai Warriors too. Sure, the morale meter in the Warriors games never really actually means anything as far as I can tell, and I'll probably forget about it partway through said LP. But that's where my mind strayed at the moment. At the very least, it felt less ridiculous than the other thing that went through my head at the moment. Basically an image of Samus wearing a Spider-Man-inspired outfit, cheering, "I'm back!" having an unexpected fall, then groaning, "My back!" Just like the scene from Spider-Man 2. Anyway, let's see what's at the other end of this path, and if it was worth the sheer amount of annoyance I went through just trying to swing in here. I'd appreciate more health drops, thank you. Okay, doesn't look like there's anything that way. very least, they seem to have made going through this hallway as tedious as possible. Huh. No clue why they made the hidden tunnel this large. Don't they usually make those approximately ball-sized? And was I supposed to use one of those bugs as a platform to get up there? Yeah, only one way forward from here. Okay, so there's another opening for the sand above us. Good to know, but nothing we can do to get there from here. Yeah, this definitely feels like a clip where the biggest reason we're moving slowly is because I'm just not getting a move on. Okay, finally managed to clear that jump. Now to see what that jump earned us. Constantly respawning bugs, huh? Well, we could certainly use quite a bit of healing again, so let's just speed things up for a bit as we do the rather mind-numbing task here. But then I'm pretty sure my mind was numb before we even got here. Hence why we've been moving so slowly, even though we have the grapple beam and gravity suit, which should open up quite a bit for us this late in the game. But then me trying to force progress or just rush head first into situations is precisely why I need to take the damn time to heal here. Got to try to keep my head screwed on straight, assuming it ever was, if we're gonna make it to the end. And that should do it for the healing. Onward and apparently back downward. Again, how the hell was I supposed to react to that bastard when he wasn't even in our field of vision, then zipped right into us like that? Okay, 2 upgrades even though the minimap implies there's only one thing in here. Doesn't make up for the sheer amount of trouble we had getting here, but at least it's something. Not even sure why I bothered to check if there was anything else in here. Ah well, let's just get to a save point and call it a day. A pretty slow day despite how much health we lost in one clip, but still a day. Right, possibly could have avoided taking damage there if I didn't fall into that hole. And while I wouldn't say this is a clip where everything that can go wrong did, I can at least say that this game has felt surprisingly grueling to me. Seriously thought I'd do better considering we dealt with 3 other entries in the series before getting to this one. And yet another wonderful landing on my part. And coming to this pit didn't even actually lead us anywhere. Ah, well, you can't know until you check. Bloody hell, doesn't look like we've got any save points that are especially close to this position, though based on the length of this clip, that might be wrong. Yeah, that definitely makes more sense. So we need to use a super missile and a power bomb just to get a break for now. Okay, another enemy type. Just how many more fresh enemy types are we gonna have to deal with? And why isn't this one just completely immune to anything we have, just like the earlier pirates? It's a bit tough to feel like a badass when you keep running into enemies that shrug off everything you got. What's next? Are we gonna come across the Borg?